What's up, people? It's your boy Peas. Gonna finish up on the men. We always play this blame game on why women act the way they do or why men act the way they do. Truth be told, a lot of the problems in this world that women have, you really can't blame on men. But a lot of it you can. I'm gonna use a story as an illustration here. Let's take Susie Q. Good, wholesome girl raised in a church, a little bit of a sheltered life, meets Johnny No Good. Johnny No Good, typical heathen hoodlum type. Drinks, smokes, cusses, does all that other stuff. Now, because of her attraction to the bad boy, Johnny No Good is like prime suspect, grade A prime meat for her. Now, what happens over the next year or two is typical. Johnny takes Susie virginity. Johnny proceeds to have sex unprotected with Susie and other women. Johnny impregnates Susie and other women. All the while, Susie's in love with this man. But Johnny don't give a shit. Because Johnny's out doing whatever Johnny does. You see where I'm going with this, people? This is the typical thing that happens nowadays. Dudes, and I know there's a lot of y'all out there, we got to quit ruining women. There are women out there now that can't trust anybody further than they can throw them. They come into every relationship half-cocked already because of what some other dude did. And there's a lot of good men that suffer for it. So my message to you fellas is, if you got a good woman, treat her like a good woman. Don't be sneaking in boxes to other women. Don't be sneaking and liking pictures and sending little sneaky ass comments in the inbox saying, nice pic, baby, you hot. Yeah, there's a lot of you that do it. And I hear about it because these women tell me things. And they want me to talk about it. So I'm going to talk about it. Fellas, we got to do better. We got to quit putting our hands on women. Because I know for those of you that like to put your hands on women, I know good and damn well wouldn't none of you lay a hand on your mama or your sister. So what makes that woman any different? There is nothing a woman can do on this planet other than beat you that would cause you to beat them. Domestic violence is no joke, and it's no laughing matter, and it's nothing to take lightly. But fellas, there's no need to put your hands on a woman. Be smart and walk away. Quit messing up these women. Because once you hit her, she thinks every man that's with her is going to hit her. And that ain't fair to some of the good men out there that wouldn't put their hands on a woman. Next, if you're going to cheat, get out the relationship. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm perfect. Because at one point in time in my life, I thought cheating was just like breathing. It's just something you did. But most of the time, women always want to know, why do men cheat? But here's the number one reason that men cheat. It's because they can. And because you've made it easy on them. Now, I'm not saying you should question his every move. But when your man goes to work every day, gets off at 5 o'clock and don't come home to midnight, you do the math. Fellas, like I said, we got to do better. We got daughters now. And what kind of example are you going to set for your daughter when you out here cussing and cussing and drinking, putting your hands on her mama in front of her, talking down to her mama in front of her? Because this is the message you're relaying to your daughter, that it's okay to treat women like that, and it's not. In no way, shape, or form has it ever been acceptable to talk down to a woman. Fellas, we got to do better. This part 2. We wonder why these women out here shooting brothers, running brothers over with their cars, busting up in the club, smacking you in front of God and everybody because they don't trust you. If you give a woman a reason not to trust you, then it's your own fault. This your boy Peas. Peace.